Reclaim your self-worth. Men, let's cut to the chase. You're over 40. You built a killer career, maybe a 7-figure business. But when you look in the mirror, you see a body that's not what it used to be. Your confidence is slipping, and you're asking, it doesn't matter what I'm worth if my body and health are fading. Or worse, you think, who am I if I'm not my bank account and my success? I'm Dr. Zaino, and I went from sabotaging what I thought was this have-it-all life, checking off all the boxes, started to grieve my potential, to what I consider going to rock bottom. And at 35, that's when I woke up. So again, I was grieving my potential to rock bottom at 35, and then I reached what I call today Stallion mode at 48. Now, I believe that transition got me to the point to really having it all according to my purpose. And that's what I want from you. There was a time in our lives, right, 20s, 30s, we wanted one thing, but there was just this thing that was unfulfilling. I'm going to teach you guys through what I call the Stallion Project to become a 4-dimensional man and totally have it all. So in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to show you how to rebuild your self-worth and rediscover who you really are. Stay with me. This is for men ready to rise. Now, I want you to meet one of my clients, Seth, right? He's 47, a divorced entrepreneur. He's pulling about $450,000 a year. Great life, right? Financially. He's got the Porsche, he's got the Rolex, but his body's softened, 30 pounds. He's 30 pounds heavier. His joint pain, he has now low energy. He feels like he's losing his edge. And he's trying to date younger women. Guess what? It's destroying his confidence. And then we have Thomas over here. He's 52. He's a married executive who provides for his family, but looks in the mirror and hates the gut staring back at him. See, his confidence is down. He's successful here, but deep down, you know, it was so amazing. How can you guys be so successful in one area and such a shit show in other areas that really count? So he's wondering, if I'm not the athlete I was, or I'm not the breadwinner I've always been, then who am I? So here's the raw truth. You're not alone. Aging, stress, and life's demands can make you feel like your values are tied to your physique or to your paycheck. You're grieving the man you used to be. You're sedating with whiskey and porn or endless work to avoid the questions, and the main question, am I enough? You've just forgotten who you were. You forgot that you were born to be a king, to be a stallion, and a man with purpose beyond your abs or your assets. That's why I created the Stallion Project. It's a 3-stage system to resurrect yourself, your self-worth, your identity. Now, we just don't fix your body. We transform your body, your being, your balance, and your business to make you a 4-dimensional stallion. Stage 1, rebuild your vitality, all right? So look at things like hormone optimization. Think testosterone replacement therapy, peptides to boost all other hormones in your body and to get your body recuperating, building your energy. Then stage 2, we look at what I call the hero course, right? This is your hero's journey. It rewires your mindset to uncover your soul's purpose. So you're just not defined by your job or looks, and then it runs into stage 3. This is the have-it-all life. This is the life where you're fulfilled. This is where you're truly living life the way deep down your soul wanted it. Because it turns you into this warrior, leading with clarity and confidence in every area of your life and the calling to help and lead others. Listen, we use cutting-edge tools and chemistry for sexual confidence, mindset technology, for mental clarity, and for personal coaching for daily accountability. But I've seen men like Alan, a 43-year-old tech founder, right, crushing what he does. He went from feeling worthless. Just think, I've seen it. Guys, you've been there. You have accomplished so much, but why do you have this low-level grieving, depression, unfulfillment? I always like to say we put the ladder up against the wrong wall. We went for something that in the midst of conquering it was exciting, but then you turned around and you saw the destruction in the path and the unfulfillment. So here's a guy, super successful, feeling worthless, but he had no one to talk to about this. Imagine this, being successful, Silicon Valley, built this huge thing, but as a man, didn't have someone to say, listen, I'm having feelings of, thought he was going crazy. I go, I get it, man. Because what no one told you is you built this whole tech thing, but you didn't know that your tech thing was just a chapter of your life. That tech thing now becomes your new pit. That tech thing becomes normal. It becomes numb. You either get burnt out or bored. And there's this call to evolve, but no one told you it's time to give it away and evolve and do something else. So that's where the worthlessness came from. He didn't have his health. He was worthless without his health. There was definitely no six-pack, to radiating purpose, closing bigger deals, starting something new, and owning his value. See, this is about remembering you are the stallion, right? Not just a paycheck. Now, as your guide and during your hero's journey, I will hold you accountable to that truth. See, you can't start rebuilding yourself or your self-worth today with having the old mindset that got you here. Always remember, you cannot build the future, new, better version of you with the same mindset that got you there. So right now, here are some things, some actionable things to start building your self-worth right now, today, with these 4 actionable steps. Number 1, I want you to write your truth. Grab a notebook and answer, what makes me valuable beyond my body or my money? What makes you valuable? And where do you find your value? A lot of times you overestimate the value you give other people. You overestimate the ways you could help others, because some things may have come a little bit easier to you, but they could be so valuable to others. Just a side note, I remember when I spent 21 days in Mexican prison. I didn't know the language, right? I didn't know anybody there. There was really no currency, so I realized my currency here must be value. So what can I offer? Well, I looked a certain way, right? It stood out. And I'm a chiropractor. I could start adjusting people. So I started doing my value, showing guys how to exercise, adjusting guys, working on muscles and tissues and all this other stuff. And that value became currency. So we don't have to go to the extreme of being in prison, but it was a beautiful, beautiful way to see that our skills and what we are able to give to others is where our value comes from. Now, I want you to list 5 things that your wisdom, your grit has brought you, right? This is your core. Find the things that make you valuable. Number 2, I want you to cut one vice. What is a vice? It is something you're using to sedate or escape. The actual vice itself, there's no judgment from me. I'm not even saying it's right or wrong. I don't even think it's the vice itself, because I believe you're on this planet to experience everything. It's how we use it. If you could have a drink with your buddy, yay, happy birthday, shot, whatever. But when you're like, I need to have this drink to escape something. I need to have this drink to feel that I could breathe. I need to have this drink to become socially adept in a crowded area. Now that's a vice. So I want you to cut one vice. Identify one thing that you're numbing. Are you scrolling? Are you using booze? Are you doing porn? Are you having, sexual addiction? Whatever that is, I want you to drop it for 7 days. Do the toughest one. Don't do the easy one. Do the toughest one, because I want you to see what you're going to get from this. Notice how your clarity skyrockets. I can tell you right now, some of you guys, if you're jerking off every single day, you're destroying, look how it affects your life. Number 1, it destroys your body, okay? It takes that vitality and life force out of you. After you jerk off, your prolactin's down, you're tired, you're sleepy, okay? It's going to bring some type of guilt and shame in you, because oh, shit, I jerked off. Right? 3, it's going to affect your relationships, because when you're throwing it on the bathroom tiles or in a napkin or on your phone, you're ruining the drive, the sex drive, to want to connect with your wife or with your partner. Follow? Right? You're losing that sex drive. It's going to affect your business. Do you know the sex drive is the most powerful drive we have? So to be able to take that drive and transmute that drive into what you do, everything succeeds. That's just one area, just showing you how it works. Everything we do, every advice we do, will affect the main areas, the 4 dimensions of our life. I just want you to drop it for 7 days. All right? Notice how your clarity skyrockets. Number 3, test your hormones. Low testosterone could be taking your confidence right out of your life. It could be low testosterone, high estrogen, wacky prolactins, thyroid, all these hormones. When your chemistry is off, it will throw the entire way of you think and how your body responds right in the garbage. It's amazing how you just tweak that just slightly. It will change your life. Not only how you feel, but how you think. And this is all about how you think. Because the way you think, you're not running to vices, you're not trying to sedate, you're sharp, you're bringing your A game, you're thinking clearly. So when you start doing that, what I want you to do is, if you have not, either get blood or lab work. If you have, be more than happy to look it over for you, or order a lab panel. I have a great company I work with, or you could directly message me, or just go ahead and you're gonna see a link below by Renew RX. Click that Renew RX link for at least 60% off. So what you do is you get the blood work, right? It gets ordered to you. It's all private. You get it drawn on your own. You're going to meet with the nurse practitioner. You're going to be overseen by the oversight doctor. I'm behind it as well. I'll see everything. I'll be with you. It's all private. It's all confidential. And then from there, when we see the facts set you free. We got to see where you're at. And are you, if you're willing to change enough, you're willing to look at the facts. So let's look at the facts. Men, we're horrible with our health. I get it. A lot of guys, because you don't want to see the facts. What are the facts? From the facts and from the data, then we could say, hey, listen, here's some lifestyle things we could tweak. Here's some nutritional things. Here's some supplement things. Here's some peptide or bioregular things. Here's some hormonal things. And then you take it from there. But we must, foundation is the body, number one. We have to optimize this skin suit. Number 4, meditate for purpose. I want you to spend 5 minutes in the morning in total silence, and I want you to visualize, and I want you to ask, what am I here to do? Well, I'm not spiritual. I don't give a shit. Whether you call it God, Buddha, higher universe, you right now, if there's something inside you that wants more, that craves more, that wants to evolve, and you're just dissatisfied, which is a beautiful place to be. Dissatisfaction is the ultimate state of growth. I love being dissatisfied, but we need to put action behind it. So again, meditate, spend 5 minutes in the morning in silence, visualizing and asking, what am I here to do? Let the answer come. And let me tell you how you know it's your higher self, God, whatever. It sounds like you, but it does not agree with your current belief systems and bullshit. It'll challenge you. Let the answer come. This is the start of your hero's journey. You've been so busy and distracted. You've been building things. You've been trying to chase success, although you may have lost sight, and you're also part of lost your vision. Because a lot of us have sight, but we lose our vision. We have sight on our goals. We have sight on all these things. We're running all these things. But even though we say we have sight, we lose our vision. Just like we hear, but we don't listen. These steps are the foundation of the Stallion Project. They'll remind you that your worth is not your body or your bank. It's your fire. It's your drive for expansion. So if you're ready to stop doubting yourself, you're ready to stop doubting your worth, and you're ready to step into your power, if you want personalized guidance, just go ahead and you'll see in the description, message me or book a call with my team to map out your Stallion journey. Listen, spots are limited, so act now by messaging me directly or click that link in the description to apply for a one-on-one call. Or if you want to kickstart your transformation with that discounted lab panel I was talking about, because regardless, we're going to have to get that blood work. So either you have it or you got to get it now. You'll see that panel at Renew RX in the link below. And listen, on a side note, we'll get into it. Even if you're looking for sexual confidence, check out my sexual fitness coach. We have different courses on that, but you got to be at least 18 years old for that. Again, all by messaging me as well. Listen, this is not funnels. There's no funnels here. Everything is directed to me. This is very, very customized, very private. So if you found any value in this, I want you to subscribe. I want you to hit the bell, and let's make you the Stallion you are meant to be.